What's up, YouTube? It's me, Brandon. Out for a walk. It's April the 29th. Wednesday, April the 29th, 2026. Just out for a quick blog. Out for a walk. It's a lot of raining this morning, so I had to wait. But now it's as bright as can get. Yeah, just feeling real poetic. Doing some thinking, reflecting. Thinking about writing a song about reflecting as a boy seeking a man or something. Anyway, just reflecting, reminiscing, nostalgia, cool days like this temperature is nice, it makes me wish, makes me remember a life that I once had, For anyone who ever, listens, there's like 70 something subscribers, but for anyone who ever listened to me, I reminisce a lot. It's funny how you can have nothing, almost literally nothing, but then when your nothing becomes reduced, everything changes. And what you once had was everything, and now what you have is nothing, It's pretty interesting. Just thinking about money and my health, I know money is very important, very important to me. A lot of people say that. I like money. Money is good, Money is good to me. Money is good. Money ain't evil. Money ain't the root of evil, None of that. People are evil. Money is good. Money is a good thing, Anyway, what I'm saying is today, I reminisce on the things that money could provide for me, the comfort that money could provide for me, Like think about retirement, This morning it was overcast and raining, and this morning I wanted nothing more than to just get up, get some tea, walk around the house, maybe barely wake up, and then go right back to bed. I wanted nothing more than that this morning, Just to sleep the storm away, I love those moments. Of course, if I was very rich, I know those moments wouldn't last, Those moments usually only last with the weather or the temperature or the season or something, but anyway. It's been a productive day. I have a new weight that I've been working on. I had a breakdown of buying me a kettlebell, a real kettlebell, because I was using this weighted bag. I guess it was the way that I was holding it. The pressure that was being put on my wrist were causing me to feel some discomfort in my wrists and stuff, my palms. Almost like nerve discomfort. So I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and buy a kettlebell. It ain't worth damaging, So that's what I did. And I got a quite large one. And man, let me tell you what, this morning, boy, wow. I have to dig deep. But I guess in 6 months or so I'll be fairly conditioned to the new weight. Stopped drinking coffee again. I stopped about a week ago for about 3 or 4 days. And then I was sitting around the house and I had a cup. And man, I got so wired. I tossed and turned all night. And then the next day I had another cup. I tossed and turned again all night that night. And then the next morning I was physically exhausted because I didn't sleep. So right then I realized, oh, you have to focus on the quality of sleep because I'm about to be 40 years old. I'm 37 years old now. It's time to start focusing, on the quality of sleep. My quality of sleep, my exercise routine, my supplements and nutrition and stuff, Just preparing for old age, So quit drinking coffee again. No cigarettes, no alcohol, none of that stuff. Just mess around and eat too much bread sometimes, but as long as I can stay away from the white sugar and the coffee, I'm pretty sure I can sort of recover my mind and body, Yeah, I got a heavy one too, a 50-pound kettlebell. I can't curl it with one arm, but I have to when I do curl it with one arm, I have to kind of toss it up, It's very heavy. I can curl it with both arms fairly easily. But anyway, pretty heavy. What else is going on in life? Oh yeah, just hanging out. I guess I'm gonna try a new pathway in life, I've been doing did the church thing, and for some reason I couldn't find my groove. I mean, I still have the mental health thing going on. I still host with this organization several times a month usually, so that's good. I'm still doing that. I have the religious group. There's not many people in there. I have camaraderie. There's not many people in there either. And after a while, if something doesn't feel right, it just doesn't feel right. So I'll keep posting, see how it feels, in the next few years. But I really want to, honestly, I've been thinking about it for a few years. I really want to deactivate all my accounts except for just a few, Like I have a few different accounts from various sources, like Reddit, Quora, Band, X. I kind of like Instagram. I kind of like Facebook. There's several others. But, at the end of the day, I feel like it really takes up like mental space, because like a lot of that stuff I don't really need, Anyway, just daydreaming here in same dirt road, same place, just out daydreaming, walking, thinking about ways of making money again. I want to get back to my hometown, man. If I could, if I could ever win the lotto, I would try to buy that lot. If I could ever buy that lot where I used to live, I'd demo that house and I'd build me a nice brick structure. Real nice brick home. Clean brick home too, nice bricks. Like double pane windows and stainless steel appliances and knobs and stuff, 72 degrees kind of a thing, Spray foam insulated or something. Or that stuff they use, the recycled paper insulated, too big as I could, big as the whole lot. Maybe just for a small backyard, big enough for a patio and maybe a dog kennel or two, something simple. I would go make them an offer and see if I could buy the whole lot. Because it was just a perfect place, And after thinking about it for a while, I don't know if it was the pecan tree that made it so perfect, because the pecan tree was so big, it just like cast shade on the house. And it was like this area, It was nice, It was a good time. Really didn't have nothing, But it was nice. It was a good time. I loved it. I loved the people I was around. I loved the people in my life, going on for 10 minutes now, you guys. I think I'm going to start concluding now. Yeah, I was just out for a walk, daydreaming, thinking about life, you know. Blackberries are ripening, by the way. So for those of you who are on this dirt road anytime soon, probably get you a handful of blackberries soon. Sooner or later, though, they'll all start to ripen at the same time, and then you just can't pick them all, you know. Anyway, so I know you guys see me out there asking for help. See me posting. I will be a sponsor, you know, or I can sponsor your product, or I can field test your product for financial gain. So I need help in life, you know, I need a lot of help. Still having issues with the state of Georgia because of child support. They didn't let me have my license back the last time I went to court. So I know it's personal, but like 2 big old stacks, you know, before they release my license, you know, threatening to put me in jail again, you know. But I guess that's what I get for appearing, you know. I try to appear and talk, and well, they hammer you, man. It's like, well, I might as well just take out credit card debt to pay child support. At least then I wouldn't go to jail, you know. Just have bad credit. It's crazy, you know. Anyway, so if you guys ever come across an opportunity where you think I might, or even a field study, or one of those, what do they call that, where you do like those medical studies, they hit me up. If I qualify, you know, I could really use it to, you know, child support debt and stuff like that. No license, still struggling with that, but okay though. I don't have any issues with substance or mental health or nothing, you know, but I have an issue with money, man. Anyway, so that's that's me asking for help again. Still asking for help. As the Lord said, ask for help. So I'm asking for help. I need a way to make a lot of money, you know. Fairly reasonable amount of time. Need a way to continually generate revenue too, so I can have my own life, you know. 37 years old, and I'm blessed to have my room, you know, but I just wish I could get my own home again. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Not without money, man. But I guess I'll change it up. Try stuff new, you know. Poetry didn't work. If YouTube don't work, you know, if other stuff don't work, keep on trying, you know. Maybe one day I'll find my niche, so to say. Anyway, y'all guys have a good day. Thanks for listening. So hit me up if you need me. Peace.